Good morning, champions. I came here today with one message: get UP and grind. It's time to wake up, not just from your sleep, but from your slumber in life. Some of you have been lying dormant, waiting for a miracle, waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for somebody to call your name. But let me tell you something: your dream is waiting on you to show up. We live in a world where people want success overnight, but they're not willing to pay the price. You want the promotion, but you don't want to stay late. You want the business, but you don't want to grind. You want the reward, but you're running from the work. Let me tell you, if you're not willing to sweat for it, bleed for it, push through a pain for it, then you don't deserve it. There comes a moment in life when you must make a decision, either to keep lying down, staying where it's comfortable, or to rise up and step into your purpose. That moment is not dictated by your circumstances, your past, or the opinions of others. It is dictated by you. The moment you decide to wake up, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you begin to take control of your destiny. Too many people are waiting for life to change before they change. They are waiting for the perfect opportunity, the right connections, the ideal conditions before they make a move. But life doesn't work that way. The longer you wait, the further your dreams drift away from you. The longer you hesitate, the more time you give to fear, doubt, and procrastination. Life will not hand you success on a silver platter. If you want it, you must rise up and take it. You were not created to be average. You were not designed to settle for mediocrity. There is something inside of you that is greater than your struggles, greater than your failures, and greater than your fears. But as long as you remain asleep to your potential, you will never see it manifest. Every great achievement begins with a decision to rise above excuses, to rise above setbacks, to rise above disappointments. The road to success is not paved with comfort. It is paved with discipline, sacrifice, and relentless effort. Think about the moments in your life when you felt the fire, the passion, the hunger to be more. What happened to that feeling? Did life beat it out of you? Did failure convince you to give up? Did the opinions of others make you shrink back? You must reclaim that fire. You must reignite that hunger. Because the world will not wait for you to believe in yourself. Time will not pause until you feel ready. The clock is ticking, and every second wasted is a second you will never get back. Some of you have dreams that have been buried under doubt. You have ideas that you pushed aside because you thought you weren't good enough, smart enough, or strong enough. But let me tell you, your potential is still there. Your greatness is still inside you. But it will not activate itself. You must wake it up. You must stand up and say, no more sleeping on my destiny. No more waiting for someone else to do what I was created to do. The world is full of people who never lived up to their potential, not because they weren't capable, but because they never got up. They never made the decision to fight for their purpose. They allowed life to lull them into complacency. And now they live with regret, wondering what could have been. Do not let that be your story. Do not let another year pass with you sitting on the sidelines of your own life. The time to rise is now. Pain is the price of progress. Every great achievement, every success story, every breakthrough is built on a foundation of struggle, sacrifice, and suffering. No one reaches the top without scars. No one fulfills their purpose without walking through fire. But the difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. Those who succeed refuse to let pain stop them. They push past it. They endure it. They use it as fuel rather than as an excuse. Pain comes in many forms. It could be the pain of rejection when the people you thought would support you turn their backs on you. It could be the pain of failure when you give your all and still fall short. It could be the pain of loneliness when you're grinding in the dark with no one to cheer you on. Or maybe it's the pain of discipline, the daily sacrifice required to chase a dream that no one else understands. Whatever form pain takes in your life, know this: it is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to develop you. Most people run from pain. They avoid discomfort at all costs. The moment things get hard, they quit. They abandon the dream. They walk away from the fight. They settle for what's easy instead of what's possible. But pain is not your enemy, it is your teacher. It is the refiner's fire that molds you, strengthens you, and prepares you for what's ahead. Without pain, there is no growth. Without struggle, there is no strength. Without hardship, there is no breakthrough. Think about it, every muscle in your body grows through resistance. If you want to build strength, you must push against the weight. You must endure the burning sensation. You must embrace the discomfort. The same is true in life. Your dreams, your success, your destiny, they all require resistance. They all demand that you go through something. And in those moments when the weight feels too heavy, when the struggle feels unbearable, you must make a choice: will you break or will you push past the pain? Some of you have been through things that should have destroyed you. You've faced storms that should have drowned you. You've walked through fire that should have consumed you. But guess what? You're still here. That means there is more in you than you realize. That means you have already survived what many others could not. And if you've come this far, why stop now? Why let pain defeat you when you've already proven that you're stronger than it? Pain will test you, but it will also transform you. It will challenge you, but it will also change you. Every moment of struggle is preparing you for the next level. Every tear, every sleepless night, every rejection is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. And if you can endure, if you can hold on just a little longer, if you can push past the pain, you will step into a version of yourself that you never knew existed. Faith alone will not get you where you want to go. You can dream, you can hope, you can believe, but without action, nothing changes. Faith is powerful, but it is not a substitute for work. It is not a shortcut to success. It is not an excuse to sit back and wait for miracles to fall from the sky. Faith must be matched with effort, with consistency, with a relentless drive to move forward no matter what. Some people pray for opportunities, but when those opportunities come, they are not prepared. They ask for doors to be opened, but they have not developed the skills, the discipline, or the mindset required to walk through them. They believe that because they have faith, things should automatically work out in their favor. But faith is not magic. It is not a replacement for preparation. Faith is the fuel, but work is the vehicle that gets you to your destination. Imagine a farmer standing in an empty field praying for a harvest. He has faith that the rain will come. He believes that the sun will shine. He trusts that the conditions will be perfect. But if he never plants the seeds, if he never tills the soil, if he never puts in the work, no matter how much faith he has, nothing will grow. The same principle applies to life. You can have faith that your dreams will come true, but if you never take the steps to build, to grind, to push forward, your faith is wasted potential. Faith is not passive, it is active. It requires movement. It requires stepping out, even when you don't see the full picture. It requires grinding, even when you don't feel like it. It requires putting in the hours, making the sacrifices, staying committed when everything in you wants to quit. Faith does not exempt you from effort, it demands it. It requires you to do your part while trusting that the unseen forces are aligning things in your favor. Some people wait for a sign before they start working. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect confirmation. But faith is not about waiting for proof. It's about moving forward despite uncertainty. It's about putting in the effort, even when you can't see the results yet. It's about believing in the process, even when progress feels slow. You have to be willing to build in the dark. You have to be willing to work when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one is recognizing your efforts. Because true faith is not just believing when things are easy, it's believing and working when then things are hard. It's showing up day after day, giving your best, pushing forward, trusting that every ounce of effort is planting a seed that will eventually bear fruit. There are people who wonder why success seems so far away, why doors haven't opened, why opportunities haven't come. But the real question is, are they working? Are they putting in the effort? Are they taking steps toward their goals? Or are they just sitting, waiting, and hoping? Hope is not a strategy. Prayer is not a plan. Faith is not a substitute for action. You must move. You must grind. You must build. Because faith without works is dead. Excuses are the silent killers of dreams. They disguise themselves as valid reasons, as logical justifications, as circumstances beyond your control, but in reality they are nothing more than barriers you build between yourself and your success. Excuses whisper to you in moments of doubt, convincing you that you are not ready, that you are not equipped, that you don't have what it takes. And the more you listen, the more you believe them. The more you believe them, the more you stay stuck in the same place year after year, watching others move forward while you remain in the cycle of hesitation and regret. Excuses are comfortable. They give you a way out. They allow you to avoid responsibility. They let you off the hook when things get hard. But comfort is the enemy of progress, and every time you give in to an excuse, you choose stagnation over growth. You choose temporary relief over long-term success. You choose to remain in the same place rather than push yourself to something greater. Excuses come in many forms. I don't have enough time. But how many hours do you waste scrolling, watching, waiting? Time is not the issue. Discipline is. I don't have enough money, but what would you already have? What investments have you made in your skills, in your growth, in your future? I don't have the right connections. But have you positioned yourself in places where connections are made? Have you taken the initiative to reach out, to learn, to build relationships? Every excuse has an answer, and that answer is action. Some people blame their circumstances for their lack of progress. They point to their upbringing, their environment, their hardships, and while those things may be real challenges, they do not have the power to define your future unless you allow them to. There are people who have risen from nothing, who have fought against all odds, who have refused to be victims of their situations, and because they refused this to make excuses, they made history instead. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not always talent or intelligence. It is the willingness to push past obstacles rather than be paralyzed by them. Excuses keep you trapped in the illusion of powerlessness. They convince you that external forces control your destiny when in reality, your choices determine your future. The person who wants to change will find a way. The person who doesn't will find an excuse. That is the reality of life. Success does not come to those who wait for perfect conditions. It comes to those who create opportunities in the midst of challenges. It comes to those who decide that no matter what stands in their way, they will move forward. Every day you are faced with a choice to either act or to excuse, to either take a step forward or find a reason to stay where you are. And the danger of excuses is that they multiply. One excuse today leads to another tomorrow. Before you know it, years have passed and you are still in the same place, wondering where the time went and wondering why your dreams never became reality. The truth is, your potential is still inside you, but as long as you let excuses dictate your actions, you will never see it fully realized. Excuses do not care about your dreams. They do not care about your future. They do not care about your purpose. They exist only to hold you back, to keep you small, to stop you from becoming everything you were created to be. They will never serve you. They will never empower you. They will never lead you to success. They will only steal from you the life you could have had, the person you could have become, the impact you could have made. Success is not an event. It is a process. It does not come in a single breakthrough, a one-time achievement, or a lucky moment. It is built over time, shaped by discipline, carved out by consistency, and earned through an unwavering commitment to the daily grind. The grind is not glamorous. It is not flashy. It is not always exciting. It is the relentless, repetitive effort that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Too many people want the rewards of success without the discipline that it requires. They want the benefits without the sacrifice. They want the outcome without the process. But the grind is what refines you. It is what sharpens your skills, develops your character, and strengthens your resilience. The grind is not something you do when you feel like it. It is something you commit to day in and day out, regardless of circumstances, regardless of emotions, regardless of obstacles. The grind does not care how tired you are. It does not wait for motivation to strike. It does not excuse distractions, setbacks, or difficulties. It demands that you show up, put in the work, and push forward no matter what. That is why so many people give up, because grinding is hard, it is lonely, it requires doing the work when no one is watching, when no one is cheering, when there is no immediate reward in sight. Some people think they can grind for a few days, a few weeks, or even a few months and then take their foot off the gas. They put in effort sporadically, expecting consistent results, but success does not work that way. It is not something you dip in and out of, it is something you live. If you want greatness, you cannot treat it like a hobby. You cannot approach it like a seasonal commitment. You must embrace the grind as a lifestyle, as a mindset, as a non-negotiable part of who you are. Look at the people who have reached the highest levels of success. They did not get there overnight. They did not get there by taking shortcuts. They got there because they showed up every single day, even when they didn't feel like it. They worked when others rested. They studied when others played. They sacrificed when others made excuses. And over time, their consistency built momentum. Their momentum created opportunities, and their opportunities turned into results. The grind is not just about working hard, it is about working smart, staying focused, and maintaining discipline when distractions try to pull you away. It is about making the tough choices, the sacrifices, and the commitments that others are unwilling to make. It is about embracing the struggle, the setbacks, and the pain, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. The grind requires patience. It requires endurance. It requires the ability to keep pushing even when progress seems slow, even when results don't come as fast as you'd like. Too many people quit because they don't see instant success. They plant the seed, but they don't water it daily. They expect a harvest without tending to the field, but success is built through daily habits, daily effort, and daily discipline. Every single day matters. The work you put in today builds on the work you put in yesterday. The discipline you practice today strengthens the discipline you developed last week. Every hour you invest, every sacrifice you make, every choice to grind when others quit, it all adds up. And when you commit to the process, when you embrace the grind as a daily requirement, you position yourself for a future that others will never experience. Every decision you make today is shaping the life you will live tomorrow. Your future is not some distant, separate reality. It is being built in this very moment by the choices you make, the habits you develop, and the mindset you adopt. The version of you 5 years from now, 10 years from now, is watching, waiting, and depending on you to show up, to push forward, to do what needs to be done today so that you can live the life you were meant to live. Too many people live as if time is unlimited, as if they can waste days, months, or even years with no consequences. They tell themselves, I'll start next week, I'll work harder next month, I'll be serious next year. But procrastination is a thief. It robs you of opportunities. It steals your potential. Every day that you delay, you are making life harder for your future self. You are stacking up regrets, pushing back progress, and making the mountain you will have to climb even steeper. The reality is no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you your dream, your success, or your purpose on a silver platter. If you want to change your life, if you want to step into your potential, if you want to build the future you dream of, you must take responsibility. You must realize that your future is not determined by luck or by circumstances. It is determined by what you do right now. Think about the life you want. Think about the goals you have. Think about the vision you see for yourself. Now ask yourself, are your daily actions leading you closer to that vision, or are they keeping you stuck? Are you making decisions that serve your future, or are you making decisions that sabotage it? Because every choice you make is either pushing you forward or pulling you back. There is no standing still. You are either growing or you are declining. You are either building momentum or you are losing it. Your future success depends on your present discipline. Your future health depends on your present habits. Your future financial freedom depends on your present sacrifices. Every area of your life is a result of the seeds you plant today. You cannot expect to reap a harvest if you never take the time to sow the seeds. You cannot expect to win if you never show up for the battle. There are people who spend years wishing for success but never putting in the work to achieve it. They talk about their dreams, they make plans, they get excited, but when it comes time to take action, they hesitate. They allow fear to hold them back. They allow distractions to consume their time. They allow excuses to justify their lack of progress. But your future does not care about your excuses. Your future only cares about what you do. You must start thinking beyond the present moment. You must start making choices with the long term in mind. Because one day you will wake up and realize that time has passed, that opportunities have come and gone, that the dreams you once had are now just distant memories. And in that moment, you will either be grateful that you took action or you will be filled with regret that you didn't. Your future self is counting on you to be strong today. Your future self is counting on you to be disciplined today. Your future self is counting on you to make the sacrifices, to stay focused, to keep grinding even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when no one else believes in you. Because every ounce of effort you put in today is shaping the person you will become tomorrow. Every challenge you overcome today is preparing you for the opportunities that are coming. Every moment you stay committed to your goals, you are proving to your future self that you are willing to do whatever it takes. Success does not happen by accident. It happens by intention. It happens when you wake up every day with the mindset that your future depends on what you do right now. It happens when you realize that time is your most valuable resource and that every second wasted is a second you will never get back. It happens when you understand that the only person responsible for your future is you. Everything you desire, every dream, every goal, every breakthrough is on the other side of your essence, your discipline and your commitment to the grind. There are no shortcuts, no easy roads, no magic formulas. It takes faith and work, sacrifice and persistence, belief and action. You cannot afford to waste time waiting for the perfect moment, for the right conditions, for someone to hand you an opportunity. You must rise up and take ownership of your destiny. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more procrastination. Your future is counting on you. Your dreams are counting on you. The person you are becoming is being shaped right now by what you choose to do today. Will you push past the pain? Will you rise above the distractions? Will you grind daily, stay committed, and refuse to settle for anything less than the greatness that is within you? This is your moment. This is your time. You were not created to live an average life, to be weighed down by excuses, or to watch others succeed while you sit on the sidelines. You were created for more. But that more will only be realized if you take action, if you wake up every day determined to work, to embrace the process and to keep moving forward no matter what. You have everything you need inside of you: the strength, the resilience, the vision, the ability to overcome every obstacle in your way. The question is, will you rise up and claim it? Will you step into life that is waiting for you? Will you do whatever it takes to make your future self proud?